Welcome to my camping video. We've just about got enough daylight to do a quick pitching video on this DD 100. DD 100? I think about bloody watches. Of this DD Pyramid XL. Now, obviously, do the sensible thing. Put your stuff sack in your pocket, in a pocket, or in your pack so it's safe and doesn't blow away. And obviously, if you can, you know, just be mindful that your shelter doesn't blow away in the wind too. So that's the front. Hold on and do not let go. Get a peg and just secure your peg in the ground, so you just have a basis of an attachment to the ground that it's less likely to blow away. You could use a carabiner, and of course attach that and a guy line to your rucksack, which lots of people recommend. I've never done that, and I've not yet had a shelter blow away on me. Just make sure you hold on tight. Just take another peg, take this corner here, one more peg. I'm not saying that this is the best way or the correct way to pitch this shelter. This is just the way that I'm pitching it, and you may find it helpful. They do say to pitch the inner first, but I'm not sure that that is the best way. We will try that another time. And put that peg in the ground there. Now you will notice that I haven't put the pegs in too deeply. At this moment, all we're really doing is just securing the shelter to the ground, basically, so it doesn't blow away. And we just want our very basic shape. Also, just one other thing, don't be afraid to move pegs around at this stage. If you haven't quite got it in the right place, as I hadn't, I had it too much this way because of the wind, so I've moved it more so that my door is now completely downwind. Now, the paperwork for this shelter say set it for 1.35 meters. If you saw my last video, then you will know that 1.35 is not enough. I set my pole for 1.45, and even then it was barely enough. So I've gone to my joining pole system here. Wish I had actually. Right, so I've adjusted the length of the pole. I did vow not to subject this shelter to these types of conditions again. So much for that. Okay, this one here, that one's probably okay, so I'm gonna dig my foot in that one. From what I remember of the forecast, it's gonna be rough today, but improving over the next few days. So we can but hope that that's the case. We can but hope that's the case. General shape going here. We need a big peg for there, and we need a big peg for over here. It's just a little bit unfortunate that it's coming in that side quite so much. Okay, well, I've increased the length of the pole inside, and that has marginally helped that side there. So what I'm going to do is, with my two strong pegs, is one, pull that one there, peg that one out there, and that's the basic pitch. Right, so you still need 4 of the pegs. I use their pegs there, and then as you take your peg there and just put that in the ground there. The same on this one. One friend recommended some sealant to go on this shelter, so I will look into that, because you can see it's already wetting out. I think it must be quite a cheap seal nylon on this. You could use 2 of their pegs. I must admit, I like to use one strong peg and then their peg. Then this one's taking the brunt of it, and that one's taking up the slack, as it were. And then don't put this peg in too tight. We will have to do the door up. As you can see, we actually are trying to pitch in quite breezy conditions. It's not hurricane force or anything, but it's certainly breezy enough. So I like to just do the door up when I've got to put the inner in. It stops it flapping around. When I'm doing this type of thing, I like a foam mat, especially in the winter. I will do a separate video on this shelter. This hole here is what they say to put the centre pole through. My advice to you is never, ever, 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 ever put your pole through that centre hole. So what you have to do, I like to pitch outer first, and then you've got to put this through a loop in the top, up there. But you don't actually get very much room, so it's quite difficult to do. So I'm just going to lower the peg, attach it, and then put the peg back in. Right, and we've got the inner fitted now. Basically, we just put, obviously, the point up there, and then just pegged out the 4 corners. And I have to say, for some reason, I think I'll have a look at it tomorrow when I'm a bit more awake. But I can't get this side here behind me pitched properly, but it's fine. You know, I've got enough room for my head to go here. That's the important thing. So I'll have a look at that tomorrow and see if I can improve on that. And that's basically it set up. I will do a review video. I'm hoping the weather isn't as awful as it was last time, but so far it's not looking great. But you know, I'm sure it can't be any worse than it was last time. It was pretty unpleasant last time. When the weather's a little bit nicer and I've got more time as well, and I have done them before, but you know, it's nice to do them occasionally. I'll do how I set up camp, taking stuff out of the pack, what I do with it and where I put it, and and things like that. For now, that's all, folks. Please subscribe, like, hit the notification button for all. You may as well check out the Amazon affiliate links while you're down there. There's just bits and bobs. I'm not selling anything specific, but if you buy something even of your choice from one of my links, then I will still get 1/4% or 0.5%. So if you go via one of my links and you buy, I don't know, maybe a Gulfstream jet airline or something like that, then I'd make a little pretty penny on 0.5%. But if you buy anything via one of my links, then I get something. So, you know, I don't sell anything here. I don't promote anything here. I just come out here and enjoy myself. I don't have any sponsors. I got nothing. Oh, woe is me. But you can support the channel by watching to the end if you've got this far, and by buying one of my links below, or anything of your choosing. Or you can buy me a coffee and chuck a $5 my way or something. I don't really like doing that, and I usually forget anyway. And I usually stick it at the end of the video where most of you have turned off anyway. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.